It's got a flat, and I've got a spare tube in that, but I didn't have a pump. But thanks to the inner west, we've got a bike pump here, and looks like it does work. That's pretty cool. It's the Tarmac SLS works. Just come back from the Nike shop outlet, and boom, look at these bad boys. You don't know, I got these so cheap. That's crazy. I got these for $37 Australian. 37 bucks Australian. These go for like 200 bucks online. And I got the other on Natasha's bikes and Dragonflies. That's crazy. Crazy. I think how many people get in debt to buy a bling bike? And my bike's more bling for 750 bucks. Alright. I'd be paying money for Ubers. We'll chuck some flat pedals on there and go downtown for free. Crazy. It's such a nice riding bike. It's incredible, man. It's just, the flat pedals around town. It's a bit on Uber Eats or whatever. So you could do Uber Eats on this bike instead of being in the Uber car. Uber Eats, making coin. 750 bucks. This bicycle has a $20,000 Australian replacement value. So if this bike got stolen, I get 20 grand. If this bike I got hit by a car or some sort of accident, you know, I'll be getting the latest SL7 S Works, which I would sell, pocket the money, and buy another one of these. Because these are just better performance. I can afford anything. And this is what I choose to ride. This is what I choose to ride. I choose to ride a $1,500 bike. I had the latest SL7 S Works. I sold it. I had two of them. Replacement value bikes. And they just are not good quality in my experience. These bikes are absolute rippers. Racing, commuting, Uber Eats, touring, whatever you want to do. Specialised tarmac rim brake, got you covered. And if you do buy a second-hand one, make sure you drop the fork out and check it's okay. I already did that. Bond's a ripper, mate. So that's one thing Sydney's good for. I can't help myself when it comes to flipping things. I don't even need the money, but I just can't resist. I'm going to the shop and I'm like, there's 200 bucks, there's 400 bucks. I can walk ahead with the grand or whatever. It's just like, I understand when people say, I don't have any money. It's like, get off your ass and make some. It's not blowing on useless shit. Ooh, that sun's so bright. Another thing is, I'll keep my eyes closed. Damn, that's the ego, isn't it? Is people go about buy a bling 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 bike, big money these days, road disc, and they'll be riding it and be like, man, it's not as good as my old bike. Damn, you know. But admitting that publicly, not many will do that. But if you've ridden the latest SL7 S-Works, everybody go out there, get an S-Works SL7, get one, ride it, and then compare it with one of these ones, and you know what I'm ranting and raving on about, won't you? Okay? I've done the test, look at my data tests. SL7, slowest tarmac ever. SL2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 6, rim brake, crushes them. I've ridden every single tarmac since 2004. Okay? The SL7 is a pile of steaming horse shit. Hey, it's a bike, better than nothing, but I'm just saying. Don't get in debt to get latest S-Works road bikes. Get one of the old classic bikes, new condition. You love them. You're going to be laughing. And if we look at the Giro 2023 compared to Egan Bernal when he won it on rim brakes, look how many crashes there are. Look how many crashes there are. And the Giro that Egan won was, I would say, wetter, okay? This Giro is just crash city. But what happens with hydro disc, especially, they're really dangerous to race with because you're in a bunch, you got a panic brake, and then boom, you're washing out, you're skidding out. It's hectic. All the pros hate it. But the noobs out there who don't speak with pro riders, I speak with World Tour riders, I coach them on nutrition, weight loss, and they're like, man, these disc brakes, they fucking suck, all right? But they can't say that, well, why don't they say that publicly? Well, they did. If you go back to some of the GCN's videos when they had a choice, everyone's like, yep, rim, okay? The people out there, the dummies, all right? The dummies out there who'll just spend whatever they're going to... It's just hilarious. It's just like... The marketing people in cycling today would just be like, man, cyclists are dumb. We can just charge $20,000 Australian for latest Cannondale or S-Works, tarmac or whatever. And these suckers will pay it. We made it in China for like a few $100 for the frame set. Suckers, man. You know, and back in the day, these bikes were probably about $8,000 Aussie. But at least they were good. At least they were awesome. They still are awesome today. You know? It's like, imagine trying to get spare parts for the SL7 in 15 years' time. Oh, I don't ride a bike for 15 years. I just replace it so I can be trending on Instagram and get kudos from people who don't even like me anyway. Well, I don't like them. Consumerism at its finest. I can get spare fork for this seat post, bottom bracket, whatever, you know. Derailleur hanger, I can get no worries. You know, it's this bike's a dream to work on. Even though it's BB, when it clicks and creaks, pretty reasonably easy to service, you know. How hard do you want to make cycling life for yourself, right? How hard do you want to put cycling life on hard mode? You want to play on hard mode, then get the latest crap. If you want to train hard and be hard, then have a bike where it actually works all the time. You know, we're not in the shop all the time dropping it off. Oh, the brakes are rubbing, blah, 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 blah. I took the wheel out and I have to re-bleed my front hydro disc brake, Durace. My 12-speed Durace keeps dropping the chain. That's what's happening. Talk to the mechanics, talk to the riders who own this stuff. It's junk.